English. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, I know the noise. I don't need to worry about it. Our cat Valentine has a very peculiar habit of she will use her litter box, which is in the room with me, and then she will go over and paw at Suki's food until some comfort point has been reached for her. But through my headphones, it's just this like weird little floppy sound, and I couldn't place it, and I couldn't see the cat, and I was like, "What the heck is that noise?" So I had to take my headset off real quick so I could identify it and go, "Oh, it's just that." I don't know if anyone else has that thing where it's like, I hear a noise. Now I need to know what the noise is before I can settle down. Well, she looks mightily upset now. Kittlefish just came over, showed her to me. She's just staring at me like, why am I being held? Mother, please, put me down. She's not a very cuddly cat.
Take a look at this.
Oof.
It worked! Huge success!
Had that happen the other night. We were going to bed, it's settling into sleep. One of the cats knocked something off the table in the kitchen. Couldn't figure out what it was. Oh no. I always hate that too. It's like, what was it? Just yesterday, I think it was. I was hanging out with Kittlefish in the living room. We were kind of doing our own thing. And I was on the couch, which was making me dozy. And I just heard like this weird beepy noise. And I was like, what is beepy? I still don't know what beepy was. I still have no idea. Doing deduction, finally figured out it was pull tab from something. Ah, yes, now I can sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Crystalliron C.
Right. Now it's up to you.
Nice. Okay, we have somewhere new we can go. Let's read. Drifting through these waters is an ancient ship large enough to be mistaken for an island. Its origins are lost even to the native Orosoran tribe. Let's do one on the
Scout
new,
ship setting sail.
and then we'll go from there. All right. Had that moment of, how did I do that? Why did I do that? All right. 'Tis the autisms. Yeah. Sometimes it feels like they're a superpower. Oh, that's big. Are we really gonna try to fight that?
It looks so deadly. And just check out how much malevolence it's putting out.
Which means it's not Etherian.
Let's retreat. We've got no reason to pick a fight with something we can't handle.
I do.
Oh, you're up for it?
What? What are you doing? She's right. Fighting this creature is a good way to end up dead.
Well, you've
Oh,
attracted its
sorry.
attention. Welp, I guess we're fighting it now.
Well, no turning back now.
Why did you want to fight it? Why do you want to fight it?
This wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, but training like this doesn't come around every day.
Be on your guard. One wrong move and you're done for.
I know. That's the
Ow.
fun part.
You broke me! Here's your justice! Fight in order!
Yep. This one definitely puts up a better fight than your average demon.
Is there any hope of actually defeating this thing?
I'll do whatever it takes. That's my way. Zabine!
What? Why?
Yeah. I see you're out for blood, as usual.
What the fuck?
You knew, didn't you, Isaac?
Out of my way.
What? Are you protecting the dragon?
She's not a dragon!
Huh?
Back off, or I'll make you back off.
What? Can we? Sweet. I mean,
It got away.
That hurts, babe. And here we hadn't seen each other in so long.
Hold it. Is that dragon someone you knew?
I told you, she's not a dragon.
So, it seems old Check Out My Pecs and the dragon have some kind of close ties.
Did I hear you right? We're talking about a dragon here.
I know what I said, but how could that be?
When Malakim are tainted by malevolence, a dragon is what ultimately
Right.
results.
So you're saying that dragon was a Moloch Zavid once now?
She must be who he was praying for back in town.
Yeah, most likely.
But do Malakim put out malevolence like humans do?
No, not by themselves they don't. But if one remains in contact with humans or demons who do, it will eventually taint her, and she will become a dragon.
What about you, kiddo? You feel anything weird after you got thrown into the Earth Pulse at the Empyrean's throne? I did, yeah. Can't say I'm surprised. The air there was thick with malevolence being sent on its way to Enominat.
If I'd stayed there, I might be a dragon too.
Is having a vessel not enough to prevent a Moloch from transforming?
A vessel can reduce the effect, but not eliminate it. By
Oh.
stripping their Malakim of consciousness, the Abbey exorcists seem to be able to inhibit the
Ah.
transformation. But nothing in this world is guaranteed.
Can a dragon ever be changed back into a Moloch?
Nope. Just like with demons, there's no going back.
Do they still hold on to some part of who they were?
You saw that dragon. What do you think?
Well, that's...
But Zavid still won't kill it. Must be his creed at work.
Eisen, listen. Whatever business you and Zavid have with that dragon, I don't care. Do what you have to. But I won't tolerate you getting the rest of us involved in it again. Do I make myself clear?
You've got it.
Good. Now, let's get back to the Therian hunt. We'll regroup in Titania.
If what Eisen said is true, then could I wind up as a dragon someday? Or Eisen too?
I don't know.
Anything is possible. So we fought it long enough to punch Zavid in the stomach. Man, I was expecting that to be a fight with, like, weird amounts of plot. And it was still a fight with weird amounts of plot, but it wasn't a fight. Alright, so now I have to get back to... Mr. Look at my bag. Yeah.
I won't run away!
See this?
Am I at 99?
Come on and do the monkey with me.
Are you hurt? Can you stand?
Yeah.
Why?
You'll be rust on my blade.
I guess I'll do more monkeying around. Don't punch me.
This fight is over.
So many people all in one spot.
I'll finish this now.
These are some persistent monkeys.
I'll cut down anyone in my way.
Huh, I apparently never came over here. There's an herb over here. Where am I going? I'm going the exact opposite direction that I wanted to go. Good job. Ah!
Let's get started. I hope I did a good job.
Yes. Let's back up to Port Zexon. That's where the plot will next be.
I'll finish this quickly. Killing flash! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder! Form four! Hurricane double hit! Hurricane double hit!
Your style
I
is
couldn't
right.
figure out if I wanted to attack it or not for a moment there. Because sometimes fights are a pain in the ass, and I'm lazy. And then it's also like I should be getting the XP and the stuff. Damn. Now I can use the thingy here. If I remember to. Hello.
Toidles, keeping tight circles. Oh, perfect timing, Eisen. I's got a letter for yous.
A letter?
Did you get a reply to that letter you sent? What's it say? What's it say?
I know everything that you've done. Repent for your horrendous deeds, you monster.
What did you do, Eisen?
No idea. There's no sender written on here either.
Who would write something so awful?
Who cares? If I gave a damn about other people's feelings, I wouldn't be a pirate.
I suppose that's true.
Forget about it. What's
Hi,
the status of
Mitsu.
the other stuff?
The Palmier made it just fine. But we've run into some troubles finding the Nordals. My deepest apologies.
What are Nordals?
Nordals used to be given out by Empyrean temples. If you collect a set of 4, you find happiness. Oh, so they said. Nowadays, there's only 4 left. Red, blue, green, and black. Even worse, nobody hardly knows nothing about them.
Dolls of the Empyreans. Do you think they're like that one we saw of Aminoch in that shop
Aw.
in Isolt?
Kind
I'm
of.
sorry you're having a
These are
bad
less
day.
gloomy looking and more, how can I describe it?
Something like a quiet radiance?
A quiet radiance. That's perfect!
I think I get it.
I'd never have pegged you as a collector of religious claptrap, Eisen. Think they'll help keep the Reaper away?
Probably not. But in the off chance they actually work, they'll keep her safe.
Her. Hey, that letter Eisen sent off earlier was addressed to a woman, wasn't it?
Our little Luffy set is growing up.
No, I wasn't implying she was his girlfriend. Her writing just seemed more mature, and...
It's nothing like that. She's my younger
Hey.
I didn't know you had a sister.
sister. She's the only family I have left. She and I live apart for various reasons.
I'm guessing your death curse is one of them, huh?
Mogiloo!
Yeah.
That's why. I'd be happy to help you look for those dolls, Eisen.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay then. Thanks.
And we have a skit labeled cats or
I
dogs.
saw Benwick and the other crew members get into a serious fight over whether cats or dogs were better. I don't get what the big deal is.
I can't believe you could say such a thing! No conflict is more perilous than the one that has dogged mankind since the dawn of civilization! In the shadow of every war are the battles of dog lovers and cat lovers. Between each side lies a divide, maybe not all that deep, but unbridgeable all the same. I'd say we're lucky that the squabble you saw didn't escalate into anything more serious.
I had no idea it was such a big deal. So what side do all of you fall on?
I am, without a doubt, a cat person. Cats and witches have a long history together.
Personally, I prefer dogs because they can cohabit with humans while following rules. But I like cats too, because they're cute.
What about you, Rokuro?
Shigure liked cats, so I don't. But I like dogs even less. Always wagging their tails for their masters.
I feel the same way. Dogs will trade anything for food. Learning tricks, wagging their tails, getting friendly, and in time, even forgetting to howl.
I think that's too cynical. Dogs make efforts to please humans so that we can live together. They're friendly and compassionate creatures.
Then does that make you a cat person, Eisen?
Actually, I like squirrels best. When I lived with my sister, the nearby forest had lots of nice,
I like
fluffy
squirrels
that would let
best.
me pet them.
All right then.
This isn't about squirrels. It's about cats and dogs. You have to pick a side.
If I had to choose, yeah, it'd be cats. There's something lovable about the way they act, especially when you spoil them. Reminds me a lot of my sister.
What about you, Velvet? Cats or dogs?
Dogs. They don't betray you.
You always have to be so serious, don't you?
So Velvet and Eleanor like dogs, while Mogiloo and Eisen prefer cats.
And Rokuro doesn't care for either one. That makes you our tiebreaker, kiddo. The fate of this showdown is in your hands.
It is?
Thank you
Now
for
that
being
know what
follower
Gabby's
300.
dog, perhaps you're thinking of being one for Velvet's column?
What has that got to do with anything? We're just talking about which animal we like.
If you're getting so angry over this, he's going to have no choice but to pick dogs.
I just told you.
No more fighting! This is clearly getting out of hand, so why don't you all agree that you're Bienfu people and make up the way?
And what makes you special enough to have Bienfu people?
Because I can be loyal like a dog, but also do my own thing like a cat. If you pick me, everybody wins. I don't think it works that way.
Bien Phu people. I mean, by default, you get cat people, so... Hard shoes. Alright. Might do okay on one of the... Maybe you? No, you guys both have special boots. Yeah. Looks like not anything of serious use. Feldspar? Ooh. No, right. No, not ooh. I was like, ooh, I can finally upgrade this, but no, I can't. I got my colors crossed. It's the white ones I can upgrade, not the purple ones. Dang it. It's okay. Thank you for doing the shoutouts, Kittle. I do appreciate it. And of course. Duval Forest. I didn't go to Duval Forest. I wonder if I should have. It's the Fial ice caps. I could go back there and try to find it. Doll forests. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not even actually sure where my 3DS is, to be honest. But oh, so I can't go up there. No, I don't know where it is. I hope it's not I don't think it was one of the things taken. I think I bought it after the fact, or I had it with me or something. I love how it shows them stopping to like resupply and stuff like that along the route.
I guess a dragon was a bit much to take on, even for the Reaper. You should get some rest.
We all should. I'll just get the crew started on readying the ship for our next departure.
All right, you go do that. Laphicet, you should get some rest too.
I'm fine. It's more important that I focus on finding an actual Therian this time. I'm going to take another try at sensing the Earth Pulse points.
You're as stubborn as ever, Fee.
Nope. Ouch. I got a rock-headed fish helmet, whatever that is. Yikes. So we're going to not go back to that. Let's see if we can't get the last item on the volcano. Let's try to fill in the blanks for the rest of the time today. So now I can zoom around here, I guess. Who's been sneaking drinks from my emergency stores? I won't yell at you, so just be honest. You say you won't yell, but we know you will. Promise I won't. I just want to know the truth. No, you're gonna yell once you know who it was. I'm positive. I said I'm not gonna yell! Trust me, you will. If I say I'm not gonna yell, I'm not gonna yell. Get the wax out of your ears and listen. See? You're yelling already. I'm glad I didn't tell you I did it. Told on himself anyway. When Malachim are tainted by human-generated malevolence, they are transformed into dragons. The exorcists use Malachim. How could they be unaware of such a thing? If Lord Artorias knows, why would he keep it a secret? You're looking for Laphicet? I saw him heading down to the lower cells earlier. It's time I got a little shut-eye, too. Bienfu, give me the usual lullaby suite so I can sleep like a babe. Bien, do I have to sing for 3 hours straight every night? You ought to listen to the skipper and rest up. Don't worry, we'll take care of the ship. That's everyone here. But we have people up here. With the captain gone, the skipper's had to carry a heavy burden on his back. But now he has friends to watch out for him. I'm grateful you've been around. Don't tell him I said any of that, though. Of course not. Hey, boys.
Hey, Kuragane, let me ask you something.
More complaining, is it?
Come on, don't be like that. Every time I turn around, Velvet or one of the pirates is telling me to go make some delivery to some island. I can never get a break.
Isn't that just a sign they think you're a dependable guy?
Maybe, but I don't see them sending you off on errands. It's like they take one look at your face and decide to leave you alone.
I don't have a face.
Oh, right, sorry. Slip of the tongue.
Maybe you just don't know how much work I do around here. It's more than you think. Anything to do with iron, I do it. Making tools, repairing things. What do you take me for? Some kind of cheeky freeloader? I don't even have cheeks.
You're too funny. But doesn't it ever annoy you to have all these kids giving you orders?
I've spent my entire life thinking of nothing but forging swords. It's been centuries since I've interacted with youngsters like them. They can be a hassle, but at least it's a new hassle.
His shoulders were blushing!
So I went along with whatever they asked. But I've been too nice, so they keep pushing work onto me. Maybe if I hadn't been so helpful, they would have stayed out of my face like they stay out of yours.
I don't have a face.
That's not the point. Aren't you even listening to what I'm saying here?
You need to make up your mind. You and I got on this ship alongside these people, who are putting themselves in great danger in order to live the lives of their choosing. If you don't like it, then go on and get off this ship with your tail between your legs.
Yeah, except I don't have a tail right now.
I'm glad they did, though. I like that. I'm glad that they didn't just, like, shuttle them off into the background and... you never hear from them again. They still show up, they do things, they interact with the other characters. I like that. Oh, we have a pile of people up here. Kids are so difficult to deal with. If it was Benwick or one of the others whimpering, a solid whack would set him straight, but that's beastly. Of course it is. You think I'd be a pirate if I knew how to treat little girls? Kamoana is sleeping in the back. One moment she was her usual cheerful self, but then suddenly she seemed crestfallen. Everything will be better after a good night's sleep. Let's all go fishing tomorrow. I want to feed Kamoana the best sashimi she's ever tasted. Yeah. She must be lonely. Losing your family is hard. Poor girl. Ah. Blah. This thing is so floaty, it's really hard to control.
Don't push yourself too hard now, Laphicet. You hear me?
I hear you. I just... I told everyone I could find the Therians, but I've only sent us to the wrong places. Aizen, is there any way to boost Amalok's powers?
I guess it's okay for me to tell you this. The majority of Malakim today have their consciousnesses sealed away to be used as mere tools for the exorcists. But originally, Malakim were beings who received prayers from people, and in return bestowed their blessings upon nature and mankind.
So you're saying that when humans pray to a Malak, the Malak receives great strength?
Yes, in general at least. Some Malakim, like me, buck the system and bring about misfortune rather than divine grace.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But who would ever pray to me?
Maybe you didn't lead us to any Therians, Fee, but it's not like we came back empty-handed. We found Orichalcum to use against Shigure, and we also learned we can hold our own against a dragon.
Velvet.
So where should we go next, Fee?
Northgand! There's a big Earth Pulse point north of Helivis.
Works for me. Aizen?
We can leave whenever you want. Doesn't matter to me.
And I'm all set. Let's make our way to the harbor.
When I say prayers, I don't mean outright worshipping. All I'm talking about are earnest thoughts and feelings directed at you.
I see. So I'm already receiving prayers then.
Aww. Oh my god, it's so fluffy. They left me in here alone. Those monsters. I have to go all the way back by myself. He's a good kid. Right, I need to go up. This place is a maze. They're such calm, peaceful, tranquil. This is the wrong place. You have a date with some ghosts. Good luck with your ghosts. Have a good rest of your evening. Did I go the wrong way? I found the front gate. Oh, I have to sleep. I can prepare beds if you need to rest. Sure, I have the money.
The oldest known map of the world was made by... Wow, it took them decades!
You always look so happy when you've got your nose in a book. What's so interesting about the one you've got there?
It's a book about surveying. When I read it, I can imagine myself traveling afar and making maps of the world. It sounds like so much fun.
I know just how you feel. I know Magilu and the others don't understand. But I just can't help but feel excited when I think about us completing a map of the entire world.
It's the thought of treasure that gets me more fired up.
Obviously, there's treasure waiting to be unearthed too, but that's more of a bonus on the side. Crossing uncrossable oceans, going to lands where none have gone before. The voyage itself, the dance with death, these things hold value greater than that of any treasure.
Ah, adventure! Truly the romance of the quest we call life.
Laffy said you had a map, didn't you? The one you dropped when we first met?
It's a world map I got when I was with the Abbey, but I only checked out the places really close by. I could hardly call it adventure.
There's more to adventuring than visiting far-off lands and sailing stormy seas, you know. Adventures are about achieving your ambitions and leaping across the walls we've built to protect ourselves, no matter the danger that waits on the other side. There are no big or small adventures.
Even if I only went to Helavies and the Figol ice caps?
Think of it like this. When you sneaked out of town without the Abbey noticing, when you walked the land and compared it to your map, how did that make you feel?
It was scary, but fun. Exhilarating.
Then it was an adventure. The map you made within yourself is a treasure that's only yours.
Wow, my very own treasure.
Aww. They're being really cute, which means we're gonna have a horrible section at some point coming up soon. Did I go the wrong way? Hello? Yeah, I think I went the wrong way. I think I was supposed to go this way. I found the other side of the map. Whoops. Oh well, I got a cute little
Our
scene.
next target is north of Helives, near the Faldes ruins. In light of everything we know, I'd say it's highly likely we'll find a Therian there.
Let's hope.
Then we should make our first stop, Port Helives.
With the mischief we got into last time, getting into the city might prove difficult.
Benwick, how are things in Helives right now?
That shipping guild that used to handle our mooring is pretty much toast. But for some reason, the Abbey isn't watching the port as much as they once were. Unfamiliar ships have been hauling in relief supplies, so if we pose as one of the transport ships, I think we can slip in. And if we divert some supplies to an unofficial channel, we might be able to secure a new mooring partner.
Smuggling in relief supplies for our own disaster. Cheeky bastards, aren't we?
It's what'll get us in.
That much is true. It's a plan.
Roger. I'll get right on it.
Hey, Eleanor. Abbey exorcists don't pray to their tethered Malachim, do they?
You mean something besides our oaths?
An oath is a magical formula that grants you power in exchange for binding you to a rule, right?
Yes, though that is simplifying it a bit.
When Malachim receive human prayers, they bestow their blessings upon people and nature. Eisen told me that we Malachim grow stronger when humans pray to us.
Prayers and blessings? I've never heard of that. I used to think the same way as the other exorcists. Malachim are merely tools that allow us the use of arts.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But Inominat is different. The exorcists all worship him. They have faith in his mighty power. And not only that, the people of this nation pray to the Empyrean for salvation, just as Artorias instructs them.
Ah, I get it now.
See the wheels turning, do you, kiddo?
Huh?
Artorias founded the Abbey within the existing Church of the Empyreans, so that he could direct the people's thoughts towards Inominat, so that even while they lionize Artorias as their savior, they are made aware of Inominat's presence behind him.
Everyone starts believing in Inominat. The prayers of the entire world go to him, becoming his power.
After the centuries-long decline of Empyrean worship, he becomes stronger than anyone today could imagine.
The pieces do fit. Oaths, prayers, blessings, the demon blight. So much in this world is affected by matters of the heart. They hold magical power, both effective and meddlesome.
We are truly going up against the rest of the entire world, aren't we?
Don't look so troubled, Eleanor. I'm gonna do my best to get stronger, so believe in me. I am a Malak, after all.
Oh, Laphicet, you've become so brave so quickly.
Have I?
But you're still cute when you get embarrassed.
Hey, why's your face so red?
Huh? My face isn't red.
Huh?
Aw, he wears glasses.
Hey, Eisen. What's it feel like to get a letter?
I don't feel anything, nor do I want or need to. There's no joy in receiving these things.
Huh? Why not?
Don't be so shocked. Look, it's just an invoice from the Turtles. What's the big deal anyway? Do you wish you get letters too?
Yeah.
Aw.
But I don't have anyone to send letters to. Let alone anyone who would send me any.
Laffy said, I've got a letter for you.
What? Really? Who could it be from? The sender is... Bienfu?
Yup. You got a letter from yours truly. I figured you'd be wanting someone to send you a letter right about now, so I wrote one up for you. What do you think? You're happy, right?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bienfu.
I'll even read it for you. Dear Moloch Laffyset, I hope that this letter finds you in good health and high spirits. Thankfully, I'm doing well myself, with no major changes to report.
Bienfu's taking all this so seriously.
Aw.
It's so rare to actually see him like this.
As you're aware, I've been spending my days ironing Magilu's outfits, sewing her buttons, and washing her hat and tremendously long socks. Recently, however, I made the mistake of remarking to her that she might not have been quite as slender as she once was in her younger years. She hung me upside down from the roof in the middle of the cold. I nearly became a frozen Normansicle. It was so horrible that I couldn't stop my tears from flowing down my little cheeks.
There's the Bienfu we know and love.
But all you wrote about in that letter was yourself. And you even read it out loud yourself.
That's okay. Thanks, Bienfu. It feels nice to get a letter.
That's so kind of you to say. I think I might cry again.
Poor Bienfu.
We've loaded everything bound for Helaviz. With that much trade, I doubt anyone will suspect us.
Any idea who can give us cover for docking?
Not anyone in particular, but recently the power and influence of the Helaviz Fishermen's Guild has caught my eye.
The Fishermen's Guild, huh? Let's bring them some extra relief supplies. Fuel, drink, and as for the drink...
12-year-old amber draft. The sailors of Helaviz have an eye for stuff.
You heard that from Dial, I take it. He's got a sharp eye.
He took a bottle in payments, but I say we turn a blind eye to it. We thought we were the best at this kind of thing, but having him around has been a real eye-opener.
Okay, but tell him if he takes a second, he'll pay for it. Eye for an eye.
Aye, aye. I'll keep an eye on him so that he doesn't sneak off with another bottle.
That was a lot of eyes. Dial may be a demon, but I don't mind having him around. Listen to me, praising a demon. Is that too sacrilegious, even for a pirate?
The supplies are loaded. We can make for Helaviz whenever you want.
That was fast.
If we weren't hard workers, we wouldn't be sailors.
Eleanor! Oh, what's wrong, Kamoana?
She said she had a dream about her mom.
When Mommy saw me, she said I looked scary. That she didn't want a scary little girl like me. Your mother would never say that, sweetheart. But how can you be sure? Well, how do I put it? I know because I know. You're just lying to make me feel better.
Aw, Kamawana, don't cry.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the part I hate about little kids.
I'm not a little kid! I hate you, Velvet! I hate you!
That's right, let it all out.
Stop it! Stop it! Mommy! I saw my mommy! She didn't want me!
Poor kid.
She managed to cry herself to sleep.
They're not rational creatures. Sometimes you just gotta let them cry it out.
You seem used to it.
I guess you could say that. Luffy usually kept himself together when he was younger. But when he was really little, he had times like this every now and then. And on that note, let's take off all we can.
My liege, Dial, I leave Kamoana in your care.
I'll do what I can, but kids as sweet and honest as her are harder to deal with than corrupt bureaucrats.
An outlaw prince and a talking lizard are no replacement for a mother.
I do hope Kamoana isn't crying anymore.
Yeah.
Shush.
How long is it going to be before you send in another exorcist to replace Lady Teresa?
With these demons clamoring at our gates, none of us feel safe anymore.
You have our deepest sympathies, but we were sent here on a different mission.
That's what the last exorcist who came here said before leaving for the north. What could be up there that's worth all that attention?
Surely we're not all being punished by the Abbey for what happened with Medusa, are we?
That is not the case. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have business to attend to.
So the exorcists are just passing through town and heading straight north. Odd.
Take a look at this.
Well done! I'd expect no less from Ifrit's crew.
Great. Let's do this one Rangetsu style, guys.
There we go. A bombell beak. So that one's done. So now we're going to go to the Barbados archipelago
Scout ship setting sail.
and see if we can't get that one cleaned up. The shortage of flamestone around the capital is reaching critical levels. Exorcists are using their arts to help where they can, but will it be enough? Only place you can find the stuff now is on Mount Kilaros. But if the port isn't rebuilt...
Ever since the Calamity showed up, everything's just gone to pot, I say.
Calamity? What do you mean?
I mean the demon who barged in and made a mess of our fair city. She's a nasty creature of pure evil, with an arm that eats anything that gets in her way.
Haven't you heard of her? The Calamity's been rampaging across the whole kingdom, not just here. Scant few have seen her and survived.
Huh. You don't say.
After the Calamity raised our ships and our port, The shipping guild fell apart, and our trade routes got poached by other ports. It's bad. The town relies on trade to make ends meet.
People are abandoning the city, and our streets are no longer safe. Not to mention the demon blight spreading again. Just the other day, a little kid turned into a demon. Just like that. What a world. What a world.
What have the exorcists been doing during all of this?
Well, Lady Teresa was in charge of this region, but she came up short against the Calamity and got a fat demotion for her troubles. Several new exorcists have been reassigned here, but once they arrive, they all traipse right off to the ruins up north.
This has to be Medissa's fault. If she hadn't gone and done something so stupid...
Medissa?
That's enough. This isn't something for outsiders to know.
You're right. Sorry. I'm really worried about what's going to come of this town.
It sounds like Heloise isn't what it used to be these days.
I mean, if you think Velvet is cute, then yes, it's a very cute demon.
Agreed. Especially regarding the Abbey and those ruins. I'm also curious about this Medissa woman.
The ruins part makes sense, since the Earth Pulse point might be there. But why do you care who Medissa is?
Just a hunch. Something tells me she's worth looking into.
You're not gonna look into this Calamity chick? She sounds like a real terror.
Yeah, I think I'll pass. I already know plenty about what makes her tick.
The docks and warehouses have been repaired, but most of the ships there burned and sank. And the docks are useless with wreckage blocking them, but the waters are so cold we can't do anything. Absolutely nothing is going right. It's because of the Calamity. I wish there was some way to round up all the fools that fight against the Abbey so they could be punished. We finally got a seaworthy ship, but all the others had to be scrapped. Those damned demons. Don't they understand that ships are a sailor's livelihood? Isn't that what makes them demons? Yeah, right.
Are you all right, Madame Eleanor? Don't let those people get you down.
I'm fine. Thank you for your concern. But could you not do that thing where you blow air on me to dry my tears?
All right, I'll just pat your head then.
That won't be necessary either. But really, things are in a terrible state.
The town burned, the guild ruined, the Abbey all but gone. It won't be a functioning port for some time.
You can't fault them for being upset. They had it real good here until we came along. Those Helovisians were like spoiled children.
How so?
Eloise was once a tiny fishing village. The bountiful northern seas provided plenty enough fish to sustain their trade. But Flamestone gave them an easy way to get rich. And once they got a taste, they abandoned their old craft.
And now they're paying the price. But I've heard that the cooling temperature has covered half the northern sea in ice drift, making fishing much more difficult.
But the drifting ice carries
I
tiny
want to
organisms.
stuff that little guy into
enriching
his
the
hat and
waters where
dribble
it
him like a
melts.
basketball.
The fish should be more plentiful than ever.
I suppose you may have a point.
We're ones to talk after what we did, but taking the easy path, then complaining as soon as it gets hard, that seems...
Spoiled, yes.
You said it, Laphicet.
I think my appetite's getting a little overindulgent, too.
That's not a bad thing.
He is
Just
very
means you're
annoying.
healthy.
Giant squid come to these waters in this season. Should I ask Benwick to fish some up?
Yeah, and some normal octopuses, too.
I mean, it wouldn't take too much to stuff Bienfu into his hat. He's already, like, half stuffed into it, considering the hat comes down to, like, his nose. I'm sorry you don't like the little guy bunny. I think he's kind of cute. In an irritating sort of way, but
The demon attacks have ground trade to a halt. But people are slowly starting to fish again.
Are you a fisherman too?
Aye. This town got swept up in the recent trade boom. But back when I was a young lad, this was a fishing port through and through. Ever since the shipping guild took over the docks, all of us fishermen got muscled out. Making this a commercial port has helped the town grow. But a lot of people weren't so happy with the guild.
It's too bad everyone couldn't just work together.
Once money gets involved, people change. That's true no matter what age you live in. The people know it's the ones making the money who lead the charge, but we follow anyway. It's human nature. I hope everyone changes their minds once we start rebuilding. But who knows what will happen.
I'll have to look when I'm done, or if I take a break. If Damon Blight keeps spreading like this, it won't matter how hard we try to rebuild. Nah, we'll find a way to make it happen. I'm well connected, so I'll be able to get my hands on the dosh. She's chasing the snowflakes. Oh, that makes sense.
This calamity is us, isn't it?
Well, we've been waging war with the Abbey everywhere we go, and now we're about to take it to a new level.
If we pull the next Therian off of the Earth Pulse point, it'll likely be Kamoana's village all over again.
The same devastation?
Ooh. I wonder if there's something worse than calamity that they can call us.
This is no laughing matter.
People turn into demons in part due to their own malevolence. It's not like they're entirely innocent. But if there's someone out there who's being forced to act as Inominat's mouth, like Kamoana was, isn't saving them the right thing to do?
I cannot argue with that, but...
You don't have to worry. I'm the one who will devour the barrier. And I'm the one who will do what needs to be done.
Ain't this a sight? The merchants filled up the harbor so there wasn't room for us fishermen. And now it's all gone up in smoke. That's what greed gets you. Maybe the shipping guild will see sense now that the glitter of gold isn't blinding them. No, get off your high horse, will you? We all need to pitch in to rebuild, or do you think the heat of your envy will keep you warm through winter?
Hey, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sorry, I'm busy. Try someone else.
Excuse me. My name is Eleanor, and I'm an exorcist on patrol with the Abbey. I was wondering if I could solicit your honest opinion about how this town is being run.
Oh, I didn't realize there was an exorcist with you. Yes, please tell the Abbey we want Lady Teresa back. Her governance was strict, it's true, but at least we could live in safety. Now, all the exorcists run off to the Faldi's ruins and leave us here in the lurch. They value some dusty, faraway ruins over the lives of the good, hardworking citizens here. It's just wrong. We've always been cooperative with the Abbey's demands, and now this is what we get in return.
I see. The Abbey appreciates your, candor. I'll pass your comments on to my superiors.
First and foremost, they have to protect decent citizens like us. Isn't that their duty as exorcists? One would think. Helives is finished. I think it's time for me to try my luck in the capital. Oh, would you mind if I came with you? Huh? Not at all. I'm sorry? I can't guarantee everything will work out. I don't need guarantees, you silly boy.
First it was the sailors,
And then even a small girl caught the demon blight. I was sure it was going to start spreading through this town as well, but then, after that incident, it just went poof and disappeared. I guess I was expecting a little more after hearing how contagious it was. I wonder what really causes it.
Who knows?
I heard of this one village in Eastgand where everyone caught it at once. It wiped out the entire town. I hope the Abbey develops a cure quickly. I can't wait for the day where we can live without fear.
If only I had a cure for demon blight. I'd make a king's ransom selling it. Ah. A memory locket. Marbled pricklebore meat. Amber ribbon. Ah. Ah.
Poor Medusa.
Are you a friend of hers?
Yeah, she used to live just down the road from me. Medusa raised her daughter Diana all on her own. And then they up and murdered the girl.
Murdered? By whom?
The exorcists. Once Diana caught the demon blight, the damned Abbey exterminated her like a rat.
How cruel.
I felt just terrible, but I suppose there wasn't much else to be done with her. But Medusa, she hated the Abbey for what they'd done, so she barricaded herself inside the sanctuary. She just kept on screaming, all like, demons have feelings too.
What happened after that?
I wouldn't have been surprised to see her executed, but luckily, she was spared that much. An exorcist stopped the guard who was about to cut her down, said, "Don't kill her, she's receptive."
Receptive, huh?
I think that's their way of referring to her deep faith. Before all this, she was a real devout lady.
That was certainly kind of them.
Medusa really cherished her daughter. Can't much blame her for blowing up like that. But the Abbey, they don't care so much about feelings. Reason is all that matters to them. They don't take kindly to people disrupting their order.
I hope Medusa has it in her to repent. After all that happened after the demon attack, lots of folks are complaining about the Abbey's actions. I think it's all part of a deeper plan by Lord Artorias. If you doubt him, you're falling right into the demon's claws.
If you go north from Helives, you'll come upon the Faldes ruins, which are Abbey property. Mainly, it's used as a checkpoint for hauling ore that's extracted out of Mount Killerhouse. But between you and me, I hear the Abbey also uses it as a prison camp.
A prison camp? Are they capturing demons?
Heavens no! The demons they kill on sight. No, these prisoners are human criminals. Not long ago, this woman killed someone and locked herself up in the sanctuary. I hear she got hauled off to the camp.
Why do you think the Abbey would use the ruins for a prison camp?
Who knows? Maybe they need a place to deal out their harshest punishments. The Abbey's not known to be forgiving after all. But these are just nasty rumors I heard. Of course, I don't believe a word of it.
Now don't go and report what I just said, all right? Interesting. Interesting.
I can't believe the demon blight has spread into the city now.
Scary times.
Well, the one who caught it was a little girl, so they were able to deal with her before anything bad happened. But the problem was that the demon girl's mother tried to hide her.
That's only human nature.
These are dangerous times. We dare not let our emotions control us. One person's selfishness could endanger the entire community.
Oh, right.
Thankfully, an upstanding citizen noticed something suspicious and reported the child to the Abbey. But the mother went mad and killed him in retribution. And what makes it all the more lurid is, I heard the man she killed was a fellow she was actually thinking about marrying. The daughter had been dead set against her mother remarrying. You can taste the irony.
That's horrible.
She had it coming. If there's anything worse than demons, it's people who can't control themselves.
So, Diana was a girl turned demon who was killed by an exorcist. And her mother Medissa hated the Abbey for it. And the Abbey is using the Faldes ruins up north as a prison camp.
It's a lot like what happened to Kamawana, isn't it?
It's natural for a mother to love her own child. To make that a crime.
What I'm curious about is the use of the word receptive to describe Medissa.
So long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn. If our interpretation of that ancient book is right, it likely means she's receptive to Inominat's power.
Meaning they brought Medissa to those ruins where there's an Earth Pulse point. And then they made her into a Therian.
Yeah.
That would certainly put all the pieces together, yep. Plus, if this Therian the Abbey created already hates them, that's all the better for us.
Yeah, I imagine she'd be willing to work with us. Although, it sounds almost too easy. Did I jinx it? I just jinxed it, didn't I?
Probably, but we won't find out until we try.
True. Let's head for the ruins.
And don't worry, you totally jinxed it.
There was a mother and daughter who wouldn't listen to reason. That's all. You didn't jinx it, looks at Eisen. I mean, Eisen is the ultimate. Exorcists are all stationed at the Faldes ruins north of town. It's the Abbey's decision. Complaining goes against reason. Eisen is the ultimate jinx.
The Faldes ruins are north of Helives.
The Earth Pulse point is to the north, too. Probably in the very same place.
We can do this.
Stag beetles and orcs. Oh, so the
Was
same
that
creatures
supposed to be a joke?
as before. Okay. Those are really... So I have to go north.
I'll finish this quickly. I won't improve by fighting weaklings.
I guess that's fair.
I'll finish this now.
It's
Wow.
over, right?
Oh, I have a skit to watch.
Eloise is different now, isn't it?
Maybe, but you've changed too.
True. When I first met all of you, I never could have imagined I would go on such a journey.
I could barely even think then. But then Velvet let me keep this compass. And Aizen and Rokuro taught me to be myself.
They certainly did.
And look at Dial. He's a regular part of the Von Altia's crew now.
Even Restless Bienfu and Grimoire are now part of our merry band.
Yep. Hey, aren't you forgetting someone?
Oh, and the prince and his hawk, and Korogane and Kamawana are with us.
Listen, I've got more part in this tale than any of them.
Hush. Whatever I'd say, you'd say it doesn't matter to you.
At last you begin to understand me. Magicazam.
I'll finish this quickly.
You're just lucky I made it quick.
Yeah. There are things worse than death.
I don't see that one very often.
I didn't think Northgand would be this cold.
But Northgand was Teresa's territory. Wouldn't you have been here with her?
I think having my awareness controlled meant my senses were dulled as well.
I see. But the cold doesn't seem to be bothering Aizen at all. In fact, everyone else seems comfortable here.
If you shiver at these temperatures, you'll never make it on the high seas.
In my youth, I practiced the blade under the blazing sun and through raging blizzards. Besides, when I turned into a demon, extreme temperatures ceased to affect me.
The same thing happened to me. I used to hate winter. So that's some good luck.
But what of yourself? You seem to be handling it just fine.
I'm freezing, actually. I don't know how you stand it.
I loathe the cold more than anything. That's why I've armed myself with a secret weapon. I've stuck thin, yet powerful, cuckoo brand hand warmers all over myself. I even packed them in my shoes.
Really? That sounds amazing.
I'm willing to share, if you act like a dove.
What?
Go cuckoo, like a dove.
Please share your cuckoo warmers with me. Cuckoo.
You're no velvet, that's for sure.
Oh, goodness.
Look, no guards. You think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
I'd say good. We can march straight in.
Yeah, I don't like that there's no guards. I don't like that there's no guards whatsoever. I think that this is a problem.
I'll end this quickly.
Children to the ball! Killing flash! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero!
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Feldspar paper. Orthoclass. Orthoclass. Orthoclase?
Take a look at this.
Dang.
All right. Now it's up to you.
Scout ship departing.
Always ready to fight.
You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fight in order!
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Ugh.
There sure are a lot of Malakim posted here.
They're probably here to protect the Therian, right?
One would assume.
The exorcist controlling them can't be far then. Be careful.
Oh, gosh. Teal cats. White bunny ears. Great for eavesdropping, too. Just out of curiosity. Oh, I have black bunny ears and white bunny ears. They don't go on. Hmm. Huh.
Pink bunny ears are best.
Oh, those are some detailed bunny ears. Those are some detailed bunny ears. So is it just her and... Just curious. Yep. Just her and Magilu, apparently. Curious, though. Pink bunny ears are best. No. Magilu might be the only one who stays unaffected for most of it, because I just can't find anything that I think suits her that doesn't also... Like, not gonna lie, the bunny ears kind of suit her. But, I feel like it might be too much. I'm trying to walk the line between fun and stuff that works.
I unleashed all my power. Maybe I overdid it.
Feldspar doll, amphibole doll. Their crickly little everything. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna guess the other side is much the same.
Majilu starts at too much and digs down from there.
That is a little bit of the problem, is that she is already a lot. So it's hard to put anything on her that doesn't already tip her over into... Oh god. She's interesting, though. Damn. Okay, so I can't go any further than that. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I wish I had power like that.
Protective hops. Protective hops is the name of these boots. Men's shoes developed for survival. She can be a lot, yeah. Armored beer. They do a lot for defense. Oops, I have all of the boys right next to each other. Ooh, that damage down. Ouch. It's pretty, but... We'll put the protective hops on the kid. That makes sense.
Let's do our best! Dear police! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fighting order! Are there more?
Tremble! You're wide open!
That wasn't worth the effort.
Well, I'm sorry. A feldspar spear. I think she's using an amphibole spear right now, so that might actually be a... upgrade. No, it is not. Nice defense, but no. Fine, come here.
Here I come.
Come on, really?
Nice.
I won't run away.
Victory is ours.
Women's shoes guaranteed to never scuff even after a 40K marathon. Okay.
These ruins. This feels like a sad place.
Sad? In what way?
Sorrow permeates this place. As if left behind by people who suffered torment and death. I guess that's a weird impression to get by just looking at some ruins, huh?
I'd trust my feelings if I were you. They'll often lead you to the truth of things. Besides, what you're feeling would explain a thing or two about these ruins.
It would?
Rather than attempting to impress visitors with beauty and opulence, the building and its passageways were built with strength and stability in mind. And that means...
They were anticipating volcanic earthquakes. And they expected that someone might turn violent in these passageways.
Not a bad observation. And what would bring such savage people to these halls? Surely they weren't just passing through.
Then this passage must have led to somewhere. Some room or structure deeper within. A prison for the worst criminals. Or maybe a battle arena.
And that's what gave you a sense of sadness.
If it was an arena, then treasure for the victors might be hidden away somewhere.
Why would it be hidden?
Well, those fighter types might not have been all that nice. And the people who built this place seem to have been the cautious type.
Hidden treasure, huh? Where do you think,
Save your speculation for another day, you two. We have a Therian to find.
Right. Sorry.
So, about that treasure.
Eisen!
Ugh. We'll talk about this later, Laphicet.
All right.
Goodness. If I recall, I came in there. So that means exploring down here. Ah! Bat bird things. Bat bird things. Bat bird things. Yeah, he is a pirate.
Don't waste my time.
Ooh.
You're finished. Die! Killing flash! But I'm this close. I won't miss! Form zero!
You don't want to make me angry.
Laffy said apologize for losing your temper.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, let the boy try to act tough.
I haven't seen that one before. Oh, that was delightful.
You better be ready.
I did good, didn't I? I won't run away!
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Okay. Ah. Got one of the doors. Damn.
Don't waste my time.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Ah, my nose itches. Ah.
How's Medissa been acting?
She's calm. It looks like letting her in on the truth worked as well as we thought it might.
Good. Maybe she'll be easier to control now.
Flying cotton balls. Ah.
Halt! Who are you?
When I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero!
He's upon my fire immune!
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Ooh, Witching Hour. That's a new doll. We'll have to look at that in a second. Guardian rumored to wander around by itself at night. Oh no.
So, Medissa really
On
is
to
here.
battle.
But what's this about the truth and controlling her?
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! This is the reek. Let's go! No escape!
You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine.
Sharp-edged paper. Oh, we're getting a lot of paper sheets with edges so sharply trimmed that the unprepared will no doubt get paper cuts. Okay, so one, we have an expedition.
Take a look at this.
Great. Let's do this one Ron Getsu style, guys.
Extra XP.
Eye of newt and mushroom spore, tender parts of prickle bore.
I got a lucky cat out of it, but I've had a lucky cat before, so... Alright, let's keep going.
Scout ship departing.
Again with the physical damage up. Alright, let's look at these new dolls. Feldspar looks like a queen. Okay. Amphibole looks like white chocolate. Okay. What about witching hour? Well, that's terrifying. It is, however, I think better. It does. It does have googly eyes. It makes a horrifying clunking
The
sound.
googly eyes stare into your soul.
Yes. Yes, they do. Thank you for noticing. Oh, God. Lot of enemies.
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
Let's do our best!
But I'm this close. I won't miss. Form zero.
We're finished here. Let's go.
Nice, another level. Invulnerable for 3 seconds at the start of battle. That's nice. And the game offers you a save point in the middle of the ruins. You're probably about to hit a boss fight. Suspicious. Oh. And now we have a quick way out. All right, that makes sense.
A barrier! She's a Therian!
Third time's the charm, eh, kid?
Yeah.
You're Medissa? I am. And who might you be? We're like you. We carry grudges against the Abbey. And Shepherd Artorias.
It's gonna be okay. We came to get you out of here, Medissa.
There's no escape.
What? Please, don't give up. I can—
No, you don't understand. There's no escape for you. If you dare sully Shepherd Artorias' ideals and the light the Abbey shines upon the world, I will kill you all!
I see.
Why are you doing this?
She's the Abbey's lackey now.
Way to jinx it, Rokuro.
Well, she seems friendly.
They just keep coming.
That snake woman keeps summoning them. If we don't go after her directly, there'll be no end to it.
Your left hand. Don't tell me you're the Calamity.
What, did you think you could
Why are
have that
doing
title?
This, Medissa? Why fight for the Abbey after they forced you to become a Therian?
They didn't. I became one of my own free will.
But your daughter, slain at an exorcist's hands. You must hate the Abbey for that, don't you?
Oh, I feel hate. Toward a world where demons spawn from the people's malevolence.
You know about malevolence?
The exorcist told me the truth. Diana turned into a demon because of the malevolence she radiated. I knew what I had to do. Become a Therian, and devour malevolence so that such a tragedy would never repeat itself. It matters not what dreadful form my body may take. I will revive Enominat and change this wretched world! If that's how it is, fine. We'll take you by force.
Gaze upon going to end this. Her death will not be in vain. This woman.
Ready to die? Think
Yeah.
you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem!
The light of virtue! The dark of vice! Joining chaos!
Whoa. That was new? There we go. Not again. Frickin' Medusa.
It's over.
Curse you, Lord of Calamity.
Lord of Calamity?
That's the name of the Demon Lord who will bring about the Age of Chaos. The unrepentant embodiment of malevolence, whose blind pursuit of self-gratification will rain destruction upon the world. The irredeemable, uncontrollable personification of human sins. An evil like you.
Demon, Therian, Lord of Calamity. Call me whatever you like. But if I'm the supposed Lord of Demons, then you're just a minion to be used as I please. Nothing more.
No, I refuse. What happened to my Diana was my fault. That's why I will fight you until my dying breath!
Stop!
Don't get in my way!
No! Enough mothers have died. I won't let you join them! Eleanor and Kamawana, they both lost their mothers too. It's a terrible thing.
Kamawana?
A little girl that the Abbey forcefully made into a Therian. Her mother tried to save her, but she failed. All she could do was to offer her own life to fill her child's empty stomach.
Kamawana's been crying ever since. She
Yup.
misses her mother. If you die here, I can only imagine how sad that would make your Diana.
Diana!
You don't need me anymore, Mom. I get it. You love this new dad more than your own daughter!
No! Honey, I did it for you. But you really thought I stopped loving you. And the malevolence made you into a demon. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, Diana.
Medusa.
She'll be all right. She's just unconscious.
Let's grab her and haul her back.
I'll place her under a binding art, just in case.
Gotta hand it to the Abbey. Very resourceful, taking advantage of Medusa's regrets like that. Making her into a Therian who would do their bidding.
It's just so cruel.
Who cares? Reason above all, no?
It's true. The way I feel goes against all reason. There's no telling what'll happen to Heliphys once we take Medusa out of here. And yet I'm doing exactly that, all on account of my own hang-ups. Even crushing Medusa's honest resolve.
According to reason, malevolence is the fault of the individual. You assume no responsibility or guilt for what happens to them.
I refuse to turn a blind eye to the consequences of my actions. I chose this path to seek the truth, not to deny it. If I'm to betray reason, then that is the very least I should do.
You're too much, you know that? You and Medusa both. Quit overthinking things. Just blame all the suffering on the Lord of Calamity. Makes life easier.
Velvet,
I'm not trying to cheer you up. I'm just saying it doesn't bother me. Whatever's coming, I can handle it.
Nice. Nice. And then we head out. So they... Oh, God. I just want to hear the logic out of Artorias's mouth for all of this. Like, I know he has to have some greater logic, and I'm sure I will hear this logic before the end of the game, but I just... Maybe I'm just too illogical. Oh, I'm just talking about how I want to hear the truth, the logic, the whatever it is from Artorias. So it doesn't seem to make much sense at the moment. A cake inside this bag won't be smashed, even if dropped from great heights. Oh, that's terrible. It does terrible things to his magic abilities.
this Nordal. It looks a lot like Grimoire and Bienfu, but there's something different about it that I can't quite put my finger on.
I agree. Those two are positively gloomy, but this doll seems calming, yet glamorous too.
Like I said, a quiet radiance.
Yeah.
You think so? I think it's more lethargic or absent-minded. Like it can't tell what's going on in its head. Either way, I'm 1,000 times cuter than that thing.
What's cute about you? People who keep their faces covered are creepy.
I don't know. There's definitely something off about it. It's charming, but a little ominous. Like I can never entirely be at ease around it, if that makes sense.
You think so? Actually, I think it's cute. It reminds me of a little baby.
You think this looks like a baby?
I remember when my sister was about as small as that doll. She had the tiniest little hands, and she tried to grip my pinky as best she could.
Really?
I'd take my pinky with her fingers wrapped around it and poke her cheek, and she'd just be all smiles. I swore to myself I'd always do whatever I could to protect her. Once she got a little older and started fixing meals, lots of weird things began to happen around us. Wherever we went, she was in danger. Demons attacked us. A dragon tried to kidnap her. That's when I first realized what it was that I carried. That the cause of all my sister's pain was my blessing, my Reaper's curse.
So, you left her behind and went on your search for a way to break the curse.
Right. And that's when I met Eifried. It was from him that I first heard about the Nordals. He thought the stories about them were all just baseless rumors.
I guess we'll never know for sure unless we gather them all. But
What is it?
I think something good will happen once they're all together.
Why do you say that?
Well, because we found this doll, you shared some of your past with us. That makes me kinda happy. So I think we should get the other three, so more happy stuff happens.
Hard to argue with you there.
That's some logic. Good thing I came down here. Ugh, hiccups. So a horrible thing is going to happen on the way out. Nothing. Ah, I can't do that because it's locked. Okay.
Hey, Eleanor. I was wondering, do you think I hurt Medusa? saying that stuff to her back there?
I suppose you might have. But I was thinking the exact same things you were. Losing a mother. It's always a tragedy. I'm glad you stepped in and stopped her.
Thanks.
That Eleanor. I swear, she feels way more responsibility for everything than she needs to. You think we need to worry? What if she pushes too far and erupts with malevolence?
Malevolence is born out of many things. A prideful ego, the self-righteousness that turns a blind eye to one's inner contradictions. Eleanor is different. She's mindful of her ego and strives to confront her inconsistencies of character.
She has a purity of heart that won't be tainted by the emotions that create malevolence. No other quality is as essential for an exorcist.
So she's probably okay?
For now, at least. But human hearts can be fickle things. Who knows what the future holds?
I doubt you got anything to worry about. For most exorcists, purity is a construct of the Abbey's teachings. But Eleanor, she's the real deal.
She's not your average exorcist, I'll give you that.
Purity is handy for any exorcist. But more than that, it's a rare and precious temperament for living. Everybody's got an ego and certain internal contradictions to some degree. Facing one's own ugliness in an honest manner is never easy. To be a normal human is to live carrying malevolence. It's just how much you let it control you that varies.
I guess malevolence might just be a fact of life, huh? But Artorias can't accept that.
Not worth my time.
I can't even call that a fight.
Yep, still can't go that way. Oop, that's not where I wanted to go.
Our scout ship has returned!
Great. Let's do this one Ron Getsu style, guys.
Yeah, we got a pirate flag. Only got like one more item left in the archipelago.
Scout ship departing.
Well, I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Let's slip through town and head for Titania before that changes. So this is your secret hideout. Once I get free, you won't stand a chance. You all had better sleep with one eye open. Look how worried I am.
Welcome back!
That's Kamoana.
She's the same age as Diana. Did the Abbey really turn someone so young into a Therian?
Medusa, please, would you be able to talk to her?
Is this a trick?
Kamoana may be a Therian, but deep down, she's still a normal little girl who misses her mother. I can't do anything to console her, no matter what I try. But if it were you...
You okay? You can call me Medusa, all right? Do I scare you, honey?
A little, but not as much as Velvet and Dial. But don't you think I'm scary? I had a bad dream earlier. My mommy said I looked scary and that she didn't want me anymore.
I can understand
She would
Velvet.
never. Your mother would never think that about her daughter.
But how do you know?
Because I'm a mother too. Mothers always love their children, no matter what. No matter if we die. No matter how the world changes. There's nobody who loves you more in the world than...
It's okay. You don't have to cry. I hope Kamoana and Medusa won't have to feel so lonely anymore.
Yeah, trying to stop the waterworks gets old fast.
Listen, if it's not too personal, was your mother,
She's dead. I lost her when I was even younger than you.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It just means we've got things in common. So no feeling sad and alone, okay?
Oh no, I'm fine. I don't feel lonely or anything, I swear.
What's gotten into you? You're so strange sometimes.
No, I'm not.
Eleanor, I'll have you watch over Kamoana and Medusa.
Yes, of course. I'd be honored. Thank you.
Are exorcists supposed to be so polite to a grand poobah of calamity or whatever?
Sure, why not? Besides, the Demon Lord ought to not trouble herself over such trivialities.
Velvet, Grimoire's calling for you. She says to bring Laphicet and meet her at the observation tower.
Got it.
We better get going then.
He reminded about a pair of penguins that both lost their mates and would stand next to each other to watch the sunset over Sydney. Aww. I think I remember hearing about them. Is it alright if I stay here and live with you for a while? Oh, sure. You can live here for longer than a while if you want. Thank you, Kamoana. Fishing bugs. Hi, Dial. You're scary. This is making me miss my own late mother. Mothers are truly great beings. Could you leave me be for a moment? I don't want anyone to see me cry. Is this the North Watchtower? Well, we'll find out. No. This is not a watchtower.
Hey, do you all have mothers?
Where'd that question come from?
Well, after hearing that Velvet, Kamawana, and Eleanor all lost their parents, I just got curious.
My mother was a strict, frightening woman, but she died a long time ago.
I see.
I have no parents either. But the wicked witch who took me in said I was born from a peach that floated down the river.
Coming from you, I'd almost believe that.
And you, Eisen?
We Malakim are formed from untainted mana. Sometimes humans are reborn as Malakim, but they retain no memory of their previous lives. In other words, we don't have blood relations like humans do.
I see. By the time I was aware of anything around me, I was already tethered and being called number 2. I suppose having no mother means I don't have any memories before that. I told Medusa that losing a mother is painful, but I can't know how painful it is.
Go easy on him, Eisen. He's just a kid.
I'm just telling it like it is. But listen to me, Laphicet. You can share deep connections with other people, even if you don't have a biological family. Malakim, too, can form precious bonds. True friendships, even family.
That's right. Your words wouldn't have stopped Medusa if they weren't true in your heart.
You really think so?
I'm sure of it.
It's far better than being a witch born from a peach.
Nonsense! There's no nobler way to be born! I have an everlasting friendship with a dog, a monkey, a pheasant, and Bienfu.
I hope he's right.
It's all thanks to you that construction of our hideout is proceeding so smoothly.
About that retractable ventilation shutter, please, let me make a new one.
What? Why? We already installed it, and it works just fine.
It's the hinges. When they move, it makes this unbearable squeak. I can hear it every time the wind blows.
Oh, come on, that's nothing. Besides, anything we install is going to rust up once the sea breeze gets to it. More importantly, I'd love it if you made us a nice big pot and a frying pan, too.
Not happening. I can't focus with that incessant squeaking. I can't work under these conditions.
Fine. You can make a new shutter. But make us a pot and pan while you're at it.
Can I also fix that autonomous hunter-killer anti-personnel spinning blade engine I made the other day?
That too? But you said you were satisfied with how it turned out.
I was at first, but when I thought about it, I realized I forgot to install an off switch. So, can I fix it?
God, yes! Fix it before it kills us all!
Great. Okay. Shutter first, then...
Spinning death machine first!
Gargane, you're quite unusual inside and out. I mean, you're empty, but you've got humanity. Well, you're a demon, but still. This is so confusing. A man's body and soul may vanish, but he lives on through his craft. It's one of the wonders of life, even for me. Well, this was not the right place to go. Is Grimoire in the watchtower up ahead? No, she's up in the tower by the docks to the rear. She stays up late working, so she eats at night, but boy is she fussy. This stock wasn't made properly, she says, so on and so forth.
You said that Malakim can have familial ties, but what makes you and your sister siblings if you're not related by blood?
Well, a very long time ago, I was born into this world from an Earth Pulse point up on a sacred mountain. I remained in that place for a long while, and then one day, she was born from the very same Earth Pulse point. Before we knew it, we had wound up living together under the same roof.
Are two Malakim always siblings if they come from the same Earth Pulse point?
No. The other Malakim were born there, but I never felt like they were my family. But something, I don't know what, was different with her. If she was sad, I'd feel sad. And if I was happy, she'd be happy too. She can be abrasive, but when she smiles, it's like nothing else. I swore to myself that whatever happened, I would protect her. I made a pendant from a stone on that sacred mountain, and gave it to her as a lucky charm. Of course, she just wears it as a necklace.
And your pendant? Did she give that to you?
She had the same idea I had. She made the pendant herself and gave it to me as a good luck charm. Without either of us having mentioned a word of it beforehand, we each gave each other pendants in the same shape on the very same day.
Aww.
That's when I really knew that what I had felt all along was true. We were brother and sister.
Is that her in the picture?
Yeah. It's a self-portrait she drew for me on the day I left home.
Did you draw her a picture of yourself?
No. I don't exactly have an artistic side.
Well, I'm sure that if you looked inside her pendant, you'd find a portrait of the person who matters most to her.
I hope so.
Yeah, and it would be nice if it was you.
Hi, Lou. All right, what terrible things do you have to tell me, Grimoire?
Ah, there you two are.
Hi, teacher. Have you made progress deciphering the book?
I have indeed. It turns out there was a second counting song. I've already transcribed it. Would you read it aloud for us, child?
Okay. When the 8 malevolences overflow, in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples and restore them to time immemorial. 4 Empyreans shall wield a wrathful sword and cleave the great devourer, 2 asunder to sleep beneath the earth, as scarlet moonlight illuminates the evil. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Oh, yet more delightful material to keep us awake at night.
If I'm understanding this right, it's discussing the specific nature of Innominat? That's what I believe, yes. When the 8 malevolences overflow in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples.
So, when the world is at peak malevolence, Innominat will use that power to bring an end to all. Is that it?
He's going to wipe out all of humanity?
Is that what the Abbey is after? Is that why they've been trying to bring back Innominat?
No, Artorias is not that kind of man. His 2 primary ideals are the many over one, and the restoration of order through will and reason. He sacrificed Laufey to protect this world, not to eradicate it.
You mean that's who he is as far as you know, yeah? People change, Velvet. Perhaps the shepherd gave up hope. Maybe he lost faith in mankind. Fools prone to sin, endlessly generating malevolence.
He's not like that. If that's all true, then what point was there in Laufey's death?
Is there anything else in that book?
Yes and no. This copy itself is incomplete. There ought to be further pages, but they're missing. For now, I've done all I can.
There must be an original somewhere, right?
Without it, I doubt the Abbey would be plotting Innominat's revival. We can be sure they have complete understanding of their Empyrean's nature.
But this was the only copy in the royal villa. If the original is out there, who knows where it could be?
It's getting pretty late. Why don't we call it a day?
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Interesting. Looks like the survey into the currents around the island is going smoothly. Good. Now give everyone a copy of your report and pound it into their thick skulls. Beh. So, Rokuro, why don't you speak in these and thous? Seems like it'd suit your character. Just not my style, I guess. Why do you speak the way you do? It's a very inappropriate thing to ask a witch. Did no one teach you basic manners? Sorry, I had no idea. Bienfu, what's even under that hat? That's a very inappropriate thing to ask a Norman. Where do you get off being so rude, eh? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Is this just everyone just randomly being rude to each other? Pirates may be lax when it comes to morals, but at least they do their work properly. We're all literally in the same boat. Your life is in everyone's hands and their lives are in yours. It's a simple sort of faith. We don't obey rules written down in some book. We follow the law of the sea. That actually sounds more troublesome overall. So yes. Yes.
Hey, Laufey-san! bed last night. She's warm for a snake lady.
That's great.
She's gonna help me take a bath now. You should come join us too.
What? I couldn't.
It's okay. I don't mind at all.
Hey, Kamoana. Did you know? Dial started to grow a brand new tail.
Mild concern.
Wow, really? I want to see.
He's up at the observation
Mild
tower.
concern. I know, right?
Let's go see. Medessa, you too.
All right. But don't run, or you'll trip.
Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it.
Having some girl trouble, my little Malik?
I'm just glad Kamawana and Medissa are starting to feel better.
Yeah, they both still have a long way to go, but it's such a relief to see them smiling.
We've got bigger things to worry about. Hurry up and locate the next Earth Pulse point.
Right. Okay.
Must you always be so blunt, Velvet?
I must, in fact. We're up against the Abbey here, and sooner or later they'll find this place.
That's true, but still.
Do we go find another hideout?
No, we'll keep on the offensive. We'll capture the remaining Therians before the Abbey finds us.
As a swordsman, I can respect that mindset.
I'm not so sure we could hold this place anyway.
We've got no obligation to.
I found another Earth Pulse point. It's in the eastern part of Eastgand, I think.
That's... all right. We're headed for Eastgand.
Then our first stop should be Port Taliesin.
Bienfu, what are you doing with that dove?
Grimoire always looks like she never wants to do any work, but despite all her grumbling, when she starts a job, she gets it done. And quickly, too. She's frank, but she still takes care not to say anything to hurt anyone's feelings. I have to say, I like that in a woman. It's charming.
Well, sorry if I'm inconsiderate and charmless then.
I didn't mean it like that. You're all still so young and have led different lives. Can't fault you for being you.
Well, if you're saying we lack a certain air of maturity, I might not disagree.
That's for sure. It's true Lord Artorius has scolded my lack of composure at times.
Although I do get the impression that Grimoire has been dependable like that since she was young.
And it's a good impression at that. Old Grim's been that way since the day she was born. I hate to admit it, but her combination of insightful words and deadpan expression has charmed the hearts of many a Moloch. At her peak, she had a fan club 8,848 members strong, and her dinner shows would sell out the day the tickets went on sale. Malakim came by the droves to doze off listening to her live readings of ancient books.
Wow! I had no idea she was so popular.
Yeah, she's even a regular feature in Who's Who Among Norman.
Now that I think about it, I could see how a person could interpret her lethargy as patience, and her vague dispassion as maturity and poise. Compared to her, I'm just...
Were you just trying to imitate her?
No, I didn't mean to.
Whether you meant to or not, that kind of felt like her just now. I can see it in you, waiting to be awakened. That sophisticated charm.
Me? Sophisticated and charming? I don't know.
Try talking like her. You know how she lets her sentences trail off. This is your make or break moment here.
All right. I think I know what you mean. Here goes nothing. Oh... What do you think, Laphicet? Do I sound like her?
It feels a little off, but you're definitely doing it, I think.
Aw, you don't have to grow up, Madam Eleanor. You're cute just the way you are.
You stay out of this, Bienfu!
When mankind's despair reaches its pinnacle, Inominat shall reach out and bring an end to all.
So that song bothers you too?
No matter how many times I read it, I don't see any good in it.
Understanding that ancient tongue is difficult, right? Perhaps there's another interpretation? Maybe the end to all actually means an end to all human suffering, for example.
That is a possibility. But we're far too lacking in material to know anything for sure.
We need the other half of that book, or some other text on Inominat.
We don't have the time to search for it. Wouldn't even know where to start looking.
And don't forget that that book is just a copy. Whoever transcribed it might have made an error, too.
That's an unexpectedly sharp insight coming from you.
I'm an expert at errors.
Oh, Bienfu.
Made me copy magic tomes for her. I did it pretty half-heartedly.
Didn't that cause a lot of problems?
Well, when she tried to cast a spell from one of the tomes, the spell exploded in her face. It's really her own fault, though. She told me to copy 100 books in 3 days! That's impossible!
Oh, how cruel!
Cruel is right! That witch is a real devil, I tell you! A slave driver!
Bienfu, let's go somewhere a little more private, shall we?
Miss Moggy-Loo!
Hush now. There's no need to worry. I'll make it a half-hearted punishment. Not that I really care, but who ended up winning the fishing competition when we were trying to catch a Therian?
Man, that was a while ago. I lost because I came away with nothing.
No, it was a draw. As I'm sure everyone remembers, all I fished up were octopus demons. We were competing over who would catch the Therian. Demons didn't count, so my score was 0-2.
No, the loss is mine, and I'm not giving it to you.
That's not just something you can up and decide like that. In fact, by fishing up those octopus demons, I put everyone in danger. That should count for negative points. I lost.
Who cares? It was all in fun.
I care. Every competition must have a winner and a loser, no matter what. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, I'm with Eisen on this one. It doesn't do anyone any good to make the final results murky.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Eisen, your curse would mean that the odds were stacked against you from the start. That doesn't make for a fair competition, does it?
Yeah, she's got a good point. We'll just have to settle the score some other way.
What can you guys do? Play cards? Chess? What?
Cards are a no-go for me. I'll just end up drawing jokers.
And I can play shogi, but I don't know chess.
Then what about arm wrestling? Would that work?
Whoa, whoa! Having a demon and a Moloch clasp hands is just asking for trouble with malevolence.
You're both adults, so why not a drinking contest?
That's it. If we have a drinking contest, we'll be able to compete on an even playing field.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. I'll have the crew bring out the drinks.
Well, that's one way of resolving it, I suppose.
Whatever gets it done. I'm not gonna complain.
If you guys are gonna have a drinking contest, you're gonna need some tasty snacks to go with all that alcohol, right?
Definitely. Let's go out and fish us some snacks.
Yeah, let's take out the little boat. We can even pick up where we left off our fishing competition.
Didn't we just figure out he can't really fish?
We were just about to finally resolve this mess. Why'd you have to go and stick your nose into it?
What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything.
Oh no.
Take a look at this.
It worked! Huge success!
Got some extra sugar and another pirate flag.
Scout ship departing.
Hey, get this! I was out fishing the other day, when before I knew it, I'd wound up near a Class 4 island. Once I realized what was happening, I tried to turn the ship around, but then it got dark all around me.
Was it a sudden storm?
I wish! It was this great monstrous bird. Damn thing had wings big enough to cover up the whole blasted sky.
That sounds like a bit of a stretch to me.
You think I'm lying? Then check it out for yourself. It just might not make it back alive.
A huge bird.
Nice. I haven't been able to enjoy chicken after seeing the bird creature on that island. Haven't been able to enjoy chicken. It's time to warm up before we set sail. We'll start with size number 33. Ready, go. How many sizes are there? Can't be expected to remember them all, surely. There are 99 sizes, and you're not a fully fledged crew member until you know every last one. What? How's your tail going, Dial?
This island's really something. No way I'd want to go to prison here, but it'd make a great hideout. If I'm gonna be left in charge of this place, I'll turn it into the best hideout ever.
You're in charge?
Someone has to look after this place while you're all running around, maintaining the ships in the base, watching the Prince and Medusa, keeping Kamoana company. I'll keep this place running ship-shape, so that you all can focus on looking for the Therians.
But those are just odd jobs anyone can do. You're a navigator. Isn't that a waste of your talents?
You dolt! These are important tasks! Someone's gotta do it! We've got another navigator, but is there anyone besides me that could handle all of this by themselves? Besides, ever since I lost my tail, my balance has been off. The seasickness is killing me!
That's your story and you're sticking to it? Tell the truth. You don't want to come because you're afraid you'll be hurt again.
No, that's not it at all.
Don't worry, the hideout is in safe hands with me. My friends used to call me the king of odd jobs. They also called me the king of loafing, but let's not dwell on that, shall we? Where's your razor-brimmed bowler? Alright, time for the winged quarter.
Not worth my time. Eat it. Whoa.
Yeah, some of them have had an upgrade on their specials. Maybe that all of them have had an upgrade on their specials. I'm gonna have to go through the party and let them all... Yeah, there was lava sets. Oh! His doesn't seem to have changed.
Don't become like me.
Don't try and imitate Eisen, please.
That was good.
It's sour.
So you've kept your sense of taste?
In my dreams I have. Nowhere else.
Does that make this a dream?
It would have to be, wouldn't it? After all. I devoured you.
That's right. Don't you go forgetting it.
How could I ever forget it? The taste of your... How could I ever...
Looks like the fog's rolling in.
Yep. Eleanor, there's something I want to be sure we get perfectly clear.
Alright. What is it?
Laphicet is not your little Moloch.
What? That's all you wanted to say? You realize he doesn't belong to you either, right?
Indeed I do. Laphicet's his own person, and not anyone else's.
You're right. Malachim aren't just tools to be used by exorcists as they pleased. I'll be more careful not to forget that.
Good, as long as we're on the same page.
Since we're on the subject of reminders, you haven't forgotten our little bet, have you, Velvet?
You mean the 100 gold on whether I'd break? No, I haven't forgotten.
A word of caution. People can fight against pain, but they can't fight against happiness. If you're keen on winning our bet, I'd steer clear of ill-fitting dreams.
Sorry to break it to you, but all I have anymore are nightmares.
Poor Velvet.
The fog's cleared. Good thing we didn't wind up getting lost in it.
Of course we didn't. Who do you think is running this ship?
A bunch of shameless rogues who are very good at shameless roguery.
Damn straight.
But it's strange. These waters don't usually see much fog.
I'll fish up something great for lunch. Just you wait. Cat. Meow. This isn't the right season for fog in this section of ocean. The water's the wrong temperature. That's the Van Valvale, our ship. Isn't she a beauty? She sure is. I don't know about the name, though. Hey, the captain and the skipper said it's not important since it's a false name anyway. Yeah, let's just go around telling the kids that your ship isn't actually named whatever the hell it's named. There's so many cats around. Some people have started calling the city Whiskerson. Battles between the resident felines and fishmongers are quite the spectacle.
A deal like this isn't gonna be around forever. Come on.
Fog was awful earlier. That happens a lot around here. I'm surprised you're able to dock at all. The locals are used to it, but outsiders get into a lot of accidents. You should thank your crew. Look at this orange bean. There's just cats everywhere. Cat loaf. Cat shrimp.
Whoa! It's like a castle.
This used to be the base of operations for a rich trading family. When trouble came knocking, they were ready for it, to say the least.
Wow! They must have had a lot of enemies.
But that was a long time ago. Nowadays, it's just another town in the middle of nowhere. But even so, to us, it was the big city of our dreams.
You know this area well.
I grew up near here. Keep on going, and you'll run into a ball. My home village.
Then, the Therian is...
Yeah, somewhere in my village.
Is that okay?
No one will know me there. Everyone I knew, I already devoured.
Look at the kitties. Speaking of cats. The gondola is a real marvel, isn't it? It harnesses the power of the wind to move. The wind ceaselessly blows in west across the sea and hits the land here, you see. Too bad it's for cargo only. If you've got legs, you're stuck climbing stairs. It's a tan cat's.
I just love the feel of the sun on my face. I'm glad the fog finally cleared up. For days it was so thick, you couldn't see past your own nose.
We're lucky a demon didn't show up in all that fog.
Eastcan hasn't had much demon trouble to speak of. Didn't you know that? During the Advent, towns all across Eastcan were attacked by demons. It was Lord Artorias who saved us. Ever since, our towns have seen almost no demon attacks.
Is that true?
Oh, pardon me, Lady Exorcist. But if you're with the Abbey, surely you've heard about how things are here in Eastgand. Of course, demons are lurking about outside our towns. But for whatever reason, they don't attack us where we live.
That sounds unbelievable.
Everyone who visits us from abroad says the same thing. But this is neither joke nor lie. Everyone says that Lord Artorias' power lingers here, protecting our town against the demons. Whatever the reason, you're safe here. Relax and please enjoy yourselves.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Why do demons avoid these towns?
That's a question. They call this the era of disaster, but it doesn't feel all that disastrous living in Taliesin. Small mercies, eh? I feel lucky to have been born in Eastgand. A band of travelers, eh? Taliesin must seem strange to you. It was once the home of a family with a penchant for making wild investments. They built this place like a fortress in case enemies came knocking, right? Oh, you already knew that? I guess Taliesin is more famous than I thought. He alighted in an eastern village, a hero to save the land. The demons that came to pillage fell to blade and steady hand. Ah! Hello! How was the Fatal Frame? Hey, hi. It was scary and full of nopes. Oh dear. Down on the magic. That is not what I want. Creepy dark scares, creepy dark room. Oh no. Nope, 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 nope. I would be noped too if I had to go into basements. Aww. Well, you could put the washer next to the bathroom. You don't have to have a basement. I don't like spiders. I think we'll take the slight knock. Spider girl. Some people have different tastes. Not me to judge. I don't like.
You can never have enough supplies. You need sundries.
And then go to church. All right, so let's. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, truthfully. I haven't followed Sesame Street. Took some episodes out of its library, but not the whole thing. Well, that's better. Yeah. Gald is their word for money. Fish's so-called helmet is actually bone protruding from the fish's head. It is so tough it can smash through rock. That's terrible.
You're travelers, right? How are other towns doing? Is the demon blight as bad as they say?
Demons are attacking cities all the world over, and the demon blight is spreading like wildfire! It's nuts!
That's terrible. Living in this town, I almost forgot about the demons. There hasn't been a case of demon blight here since the Advent. Nothing much has changed over the past 3 years.
Yeah. This town's the same as it's always been.
You've been here before?
Many times.
Really now? Wait, there is something that changed. The prickle boar meat.
The prickle boar meat?
Yep, it's gotten much easier to get your hands on high-quality, tasty meat. The hunters are probably able to do so well because they don't have to worry about demon attacks. Well, I hope you enjoy your return to Taliesin. Have fun!
A town without demons.
Could be there's a Therian at the Earth Pulse point in Eastgan that's devouring the malevolence. What do you think?
That would certainly explain things.
They can't be as bad as demons, of course, but prickleborers are supposed to be ferocious. I hear the women of Abal hunt them with swords. They must be very brave.
Ah, damn! I forgot today was the day Nico was coming. I missed out on buying that special quiche.
That's too bad. I wish she'd just open up a shop here. You'd think it would be easier than always having to make the long trek from Abal.
I heard she doesn't want to leave the village because she's waiting for her missing friend to return.
What are you talking about? Abal's nothing but a ruin.
What? Well, you're a morbid young woman. Sure, the place was hit pretty bad by a demon a few years ago, but it's not like it's abandoned.
Many of the villagers were hurt, but thanks to Lord Artorius, nearly all of them survived in the end.
That can't be.
It certainly is. In fact, there's a girl from there, Nico, who comes here once a week to sell things.
Oh, no.
Just yesterday, my husband sent medicine to the general store there and got some juicy prickle boar meat in return.
That can't be right. With my own hand,
Velvet?
What's going on?
That's what I'd like to know.
The food that Nico brings to sell each week is all wonderful. If she started up her own shop, she'd be rich in a jiffy. Although I think most young men would visit for the sake of their hearts rather than their stomachs. After all, she's a pretty cheerful girl, so who can blame them? I want to talk to your husband. If you really think Abala is gone, you should go and look for yourself. See, that's what I wanted to hear. Yeah, that's, something. We saw the devastation of the town with our own eyes. I don't know how to read a map. You two, talk to me.
Good day. How are you liking Taliesin? I bet you're surprised not to see any exorcists.
Yeah,
Taliesin.
I've never been to a town like this.
The exorcists stationed in Eastgand often leave to help deal with problems in other parts of the world. Then again, few are stationed here to begin with.
Are they on another of those expeditions now?
That's right. They're currently in Northgand, helping put down a group of dangerous demons. Even though they're gone, we still have regular exorcist patrols stop by. We feel safe enough with them. Maybe they should just move the capital to Eastgand. Of course, I know there's no way that would happen.
This is just between you and me, but if the demons are all gone, the exorcist would be the one to fear. Being able to manipulate Malakim isn't normal. Uh-oh. Remember, you didn't hear that from me, alright? I see. So many cats in this town.
Ask me what this town's known for. Answer, stairs.
Yeah, I've never seen this many stairs before in my life.
You're close to the sea and the weather is beautiful and everything, but doesn't all this climbing make life here hard?
Not at all. I walked the stairs here since I was a child. A little climb like this is nothing. Everyone raised here has a strong set of legs and a sturdy back. You couldn't turn a profit selling back medicine here. No way, no how.
Stairs are the secret to a Talasinian's health. Drop an apple from the top of them, just fetching it will make you healthy enough to cry. Okay, so...
Velvet said a ball was wiped off the map, but it sounds like someone's been coming from there with things to sell. Do you think a new group of settlers moved in?
Apparently that merchant Nico is someone Velvet knows.
She said something about Artorias having saved the village. Do you think it had something to do with the Earth Pulse point?
I can't say. We've heard too many conflicting things.
This feels wrong to me. Really, really wrong.
We won't find the truth by wandering blindly in the dark. The path forward is our only way.
Right. It's not like we can turn back.
But Miss Mogulu, what if there's darkness ahead too?
Then we'll take a nice nap together. Forever, probably.
Oh.
That festival over in a ball sure was fun, wasn't it? It sure was. What a cheerful and happy place. And the food was amazing. I'd love to go back sometime.
I loved the prickle boar meatballs. Nico's quiche was so good. It was a master quiche. This Nico must be a great cook. I'd love to try this master quiche.
Where did you learn a joke like that? Anyway, Taliesin's Fisherman Festival is coming up soon. We've got to show the folks from Abal a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna help my uncle catch lots of tasty fish for the festival.
What do you think you'll catch?
Pickled mackerel, tuna rolls, oh, and duck stew.
Those are all the names of dishes, silly. And a duck isn't a fish.
A duck isn't a
bird.
fish.
I swear, you don't think of anything but food.
Nico's quiche.
Hey sis, I'm in the mood for something tart. Could you make something with lemon in it? I could bake lemon tarts. Tarts they'd be. Is that the kind of thing you had in mind? This is a tough town to grow up in. All the nooks and back alleys make games like hide and seek and tag ridiculously hard. I'm already bushed and I've only just started playing. I'm sure everyone knows it, but Lord Shepherd Artorius used to live here in Eastgand. 3 years ago during the Advent he saved Abal and Taliesin from the demons. In other words, the Shepherd's quest to save the world started here. That's something to be proud of.
Take a look at this.
Yay, we leveled up. And we earned some fluffy milk.
A new recipe! I've gotta try it.
Orosoran Vichyssoise. Ors. The song, I can't get it out of my head. What? Okay. That's a little concerning.
Scout ship departing.
Okay. I think, though, that that's where we're going to call it for the night. It's almost 11, and I am apparently very, very hungry.